Good job. So this is Miss Luna. It's been basically exactly 2 weeks with her. She's a Pitbull Saint Bernard mix. She was a very, very skeptical dog at first, to the point that when I would go to touch her, especially to touch her body around here, she would turn and not necessarily snap, but she would definitely turn really sharply, which is concerning at first. I don't want to get hurt or anything. I was, of course, wearing gloves, but it was really just kind of a slow process to get her to warm up to us. You see her tail's wagging. Very nice. Especially when we move, she loves doing place work. Yes, she was basically an outside dog. So she mostly lived outside, and that was largely because she was so destructive. The owner told me that they had a deck, a wooden deck for the outside, the backyard, and now they no longer have a deck because she ate all of it. So, and she would eat, of course, the planks on the fence and anything that she could basically find and get her mouth around. That's it. Good job. But she's adjusting very well. She, of course, with that amount of freedom and with that amount of recklessness, is not super excited to be told what to do, etc. But she's not very defiant or anything. We just take our time and have her warm up to doing all this stuff. That's it. Which is why our first video is at 2 weeks in. I think we'll be working on a drag line very soon over the next few days. Hopefully it doesn't rain like it has been. Good. But she has excellent healing, excellent place work and everything. It's just been a matter of inches at a time. You see she's very relaxed and focused on me. Come on. Yes, good job. Like that right there looks small, but getting her to trust us enough to close the distance, come to us, and cross our body while we lean over her was pretty significant. That's it. Yes, another thing that was very significant was we can ask her to sit, and then we can simply walk around the dog without her being too concerned about us. That's very excellent. Something else we have to work on with her is we have to, it has been about 100 degrees a lot lately and storming, so it might be difficult, but we have to stake her out with other dogs so that we can work them in front of her and her in front of them, because her main issue is kind of, besides the destructiveness, how reactive she is to other dogs. So, because she will try to lunge and bark at them very, very suddenly. Good job. Place. So of course we've already demonstrated that she'll go to place, sit, but we can drop the leash and walk away. She'll stay there until instructed to do otherwise. So I didn't even say the word stay, it's just implied. Very, very nice. Good job. But she has a very clear understanding of place, and I can demonstrate that. Place. Because she will go backwards. And so that is her using my guidance to trust me, listen for place and the directional, and then go to the target and stay there. Very nice. Place. Do it again. All right. Good job. Come on. Place. Place. Yes. Good job. Yes. Sit. Luna. Place. Again, very smoothly. Just turns around right away. We can drop the leash and walk around the yard. So all of this is flawless at the moment. We just have to work on getting to where we can fade the leash off. So notice I've dropped the leash. I might try to lure her. Yes, place! But I'll keep the energy high so that she doesn't get too opportunistic. Come on. Place, yes. Yes, good job. Here. Here. It's important to keep the energy high and keep her moving. Sit. Yes. Place, place. So that she doesn't get too opportunistic, noticing that I'm no longer holding the leash. Here. Come on, baby girl. Yes, that's excellent. Good job. Yes. So this is our first time dropping the leash with her and letting go of it. Whenever she steps on the leash, that's new to her. Here. So it does confuse her a little bit. Come on, come on. Place, place. Here. And notice she's not even making any attempt to go to the right side, refuse to go to place or anything. She really is a sweet girl. She has great intentions. She's a wonderful dog. Again, she was just skeptical because she had never really been told what to do or can have her behaviors really confined or directed like that. And she didn't know me at all. So that's totally fair. So it's not really a blame on her. It's just an onus on us to be patient and have a better approach. So because of that, we're not able to drop the leash without any issues because of that approach. Very nice. Good job. Heel. Very happy. We have not yet begun to do the down, but I don't imagine that would be too difficult. We'll demonstrate that over the next few days. Yep, something else we can keep working on. If you notice, she was a little bit concerned about the leash spinning around her, so we can do stuff like this over and over and over again until she just doesn't really care about it. I can drape the leash across her. Boop. Because we just want the dog to be tolerant and patient, especially as the owner has 2 small children. So stuff like that's very important. We'll also be like picking up and holding her paws, which she doesn't like. See, she's trying to nudge us off, and she's licking at us. She doesn't like it. But it's important that this dog is used to being handled, messed with and stuff before she goes back home. Because they have 2 small children, she's never really been an issue, but they did complain about play biting very frequently. So I don't want one thing to lead to another. So, but we want her to be tolerant, even besides the children, because of going to the vet or the groomer, etc. We want those people to have a good time with her as well. So, sit. Very nice.